Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie. You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast that's more full of hot air than Tyler at his 8-year-old birthday party. I just watched that video, and he burped approximately 267 times.
Ready?
I swear to God, if you burp on this podcast...
It's a skill that I've never lost. Sorry if that disgusts you.
I just don't know how to feel about it.
Filing divorce paperwork.
Are you going to do the armpit fart symphony later?
Maybe in a future episode. I can't use all my tricks in one episode.
I'm really glad that I didn't see this video of your 8-year-old birthday party until after we were married, because it was a lot.
Between the burps and the armpit farts, I know that
it was
pretty intense.
Like all the things about kids that I don't like rolled into one kid. 8-year-old you.
Me. Your husband at age 8.
Ugh.
So, Kate, I know you've seen this, so tell me your memories of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Here's what I remember.
Okay.
Yukon Cornelius.
Yes.
Straight up crazy. Rudolph is pretty lame. He, goes through an emo phase where he's like, nobody likes me.
That's pretty good.
And
Rudolph.
then he puts makeup on his nose.
Mm-hmm.
Herbie, the elf that wants to be a dentist. Classic. And Santa is, a real jerk.
Pretty mean Santa.
Yeah, he's like, well, Rudolph, you're of no use to me until you have commercial value, in which case, lead the sleigh.
So truly an American
Yeah,
story.
You know what? Now that I think about it, it's really an ode to capitalism.
So, how about your memories? That's the memories of the story itself. Do you
Yes.
have memories of watching this? Did you watch it every year? Did your family
We
make a
definitely
deal
used to
about it?
watch it every year. I guess whenever it was on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we didn't have a video like these fancy kids do today.
Okay, boomer. You're so mad about kids today.
No, I mean we did. Yeah, it was an event.
So you did watch it.
Yeah.
You looked forward to it, or
not necessarily. No, I don't think I was revved up.
you weren't
about
too
it.
hyped.
Yeah.
It wasn't like. Here's my guess: was your mom more excited about
Yes.
this coming on
Oh,
than
yeah,
you were?
absolutely.
I think I feel the same way looking back. I think my nostalgic memories of this are more. It wasn't more so much that I was really interested in it. It was that I could see that my mom was.
Okay.
And that made me want to be interested in it, even though maybe it's not that compelling of a special. This is the part where I usually tell you all about this specific thing we're going to watch. Mm-hmm. But in order to tell you that story,
I
have to tell you 2 quick short stories. Number one.
How quick are they going to be?
Number one, we're going to talk about a little company called Rankin Bass Productions.
Great.
So last year, around this time, we watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yes.
That was our Rankin Bass last year. Here's me thinking way further ahead, and I know I'm incorrect to think this way, but I think every year I would like you to watch one Rankin Bass Christmas show, and that'll take us to 2027 probably.
Great.
By then we'll be
then.
on we'll be on the Leprechaun's Christmas Gold.
Oh.
Anyway, so Rankin Bass was not called Rankin Bass originally. They were called Videocraft International, and that was their name when they created this TV special, the Rudolph that we're going to watch. They originally founded by Arthur Rankin Jr. and Jules Bass in 1960 as Videocraft International.
Okay.
They are based in New York, and they made 2 different types of animated shows and specials. 2D cell animated cartoons like Frosty the Snowman.
Okay.
And here's the genius of Rankin Bass or Videocraft. They outsourced all the animation. So their 2D shows were made in Canada or Japan. Mm-hmm. When they were made in Japan, they were made by Toei Animation. And the other type, the type we're going to watch today, they're more interesting looking ones, in my opinion, where they're quote-unquote animagic specials. That's what they called it. And it's their puppet stop-motion ones. Also outsourced to Japan. They didn't make any of this stuff themselves in-house. So they just would write it and produce it and fund it, but they would never animate in America.
This is really an ode to capitalism.
Right?
Yeah.
They were founded in 1960. That year they made a show called The New Adventures of Pinocchio, which ran from 1960 to 1961. That was their first animagic show.
But why are we concerned about the new adventures of Pinocchio? Weren't the regular adventures of Pinocchio enough?
This is a trend. Calling things the new blankety blank was very popular, and I feel like still is. That was their first animagic thing. The next thing they made in animagic was this. So that's what you need to know about Rankin Bass.
Great.
Here's what you need to know about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh.
Ready? Speed round. It started in 1939 as a poem by a guy named Robert L. May. And they call it a poem, but really it was a picture book. It was 32 pages long. Okay, and he was hired by Montgomery Ward, a Chicago headquartered department store chain, which operated from 1872 to 2001. They hired him to write this book.
So originally an ode to capitalism.
Oh yeah, Rudolph was made by a department store.
Oh my god, eat the rich, guys.
They used to sell and give away coloring books around Christmas, and they decided in 1939 it'd be better to make their own.
So they invented the character of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Correct.
To sell more things.
Yeah. Yep.
Dear God.
Yeah, of course. Of course. It's about Christmas. Like, this isn't like about the baby Jesus, this story.
I don't know.
Then, the next thing in the Rudolph timeline is 1948. So we started in 39 with the poem. 48, Max Fleischer created a cartoon short of Rudolph based on the book or the poem, whatever you want to call it. He's known for his cartoons of Superman, Popeye, and Betty Boop. Then, a year later, in 1949, a guy named Johnny Marks, who's the brother-in-law of Robert May, the guy who wrote the original poem, wrote the song that we all know.
Okay.
And Gene Autry sang it.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a humongous hit in the Christmas of 49. 1950, a year later, Bing Crosby sang it. It was another huge hit, and many, many, many others obviously have since recorded that song. In 1950, DC Comics started a series of comic books called The Brand New Adventures of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Get a life, DC Comics. No one wants to see his new adventures. There's only one adventure that we care about. His nose lights up. That's it.
And that went on until 1962. In 1958, there was a little Golden Book version, and then that brings us to the actual story that we're here to talk about. The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Animagic Rankin Bass puppet short, which came out on December 6, 1964. So there's a lot of Rudolph before this. This isn't the first Rudolph. That was the whole point of telling you all that.
Wow, thanks. It's like I just saw all the drafts of the Sistine Chapel ceiling.
Ouch. And, talking about capitalism, this was commissioned by General Electric.
Oh my
This
God.
Rudolph, they hired Rankin Bass to make this, to air on NBC during the General Electric Fantasy Hour, to sell more commercials and sell microwaves or whatever. Were microwaves out in 1964? So since that original airing, it has aired every year since, making it the longest continually airing Christmas special. Because this is like the start of the Christmas special boom. Boom? Boon or boom?
Boom.
The ship that launched... No, the what that launched 1,000,000 ships?
The face that launched 1,000 ships.
The Christmas special
Did
that
you
launched...
just make an Iliad reference on the podcast?
launched
You trying to
lots
be
of Christmas
well-educated like
specials.
me?
Here's what we really need to know.
Great.
This special was written by Romeo Muller, directed by Larry Romer. The cinematography was by Tadahito Moshinaga, and the associate director was Kizo Nagashima. Johnny Marks, the guy who wrote the original song, did all the music for this. They hired him to make the music, which is kind of cool.
I just want to see Burl Ives as a snowman.
I know you're ready.
Let's get it on.
So, what's good about this? Burl Ives as Sam the Snowman narrating. I don't know if the songs or story or any of that hold up particularly well, but the puppets look pretty cool.
We'll call him Rudolph.
Rudolph is a lovely name. Rudolph.
Hey, he knows his name already.
Papa, Mama. He's got a shiny nose.
Shiny. I'd even say it glows.
Well, we'll simply have to overlook it.
Now, how can you overlook that? His beak blinks like a blinking beacon.
Well, Donner, where's the new member of the family? After all, if he's going to be on my team someday, he'd better get to know me. Well, hi there. Aren't you the sturdy little fellow?
Santa.
And smart, too. Great bouncing iceberg.
Now, I'm sure it'll stop as soon as he grows up, Santa.
Well, let's hope so if he wants to make the sleigh team someday.
I forgot that they do like an old-timey newsreel in the beginning.
Live
it's
action,
like,
black and white footage.
Climate change is real. Ice peril. Alright, so it's snowy. I hate to break it to Burl Ives, but like with climate change, he's not going to live to be 100. He's like, oh, if I live to be 100, I'll never forget this story.
This whole section of the North Pole that he's talking to us from is completely gone now.
Yep, it's got like one emaciated polar bear eating rocks.
Digging his own grave. I could look at these clay trees all day.
Are they felt?
You might be right.
I think they're felt. Is there like a caste system up here? He's like, the number one citizens up here are the clauses.
Oh, earlier you said Santa's a jerk in this.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And what I learned in our research here, this has been edited a few times because Santa, the original, does not go back to the island of misfit toys at the end.
Oh my god.
And people were like, watched it and were mortified.
I would like it better that way.
When it aired the next year in 65, they add it a little bit, and songs have changed a little over the years. There have been lots of different versions.
I don't want this revisionist Rudolph. I want to see Jerk Santa abandon the island of misfit toys. Here's my question. When they're like, do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? You are telling it to us for the first time, Burl. No, I don't recall. I did always think the little toys looked fun. Like that little alpine man.
Is this an anime?
I don't think this counts as an anime.
Wow, I love our baby. Oh, never mind, he has a birth defect. Throw him away.
The puppets do look very soft and cuddly. Like
Wouldn't you
could
like to
touch
pet?
them.
Yeah.
See? Santa just wants to come and make sure that this guy is fit to pull the sleigh. He doesn't care about Doris or whatever the mom's name is. Yes, how are you? The mortality rate for reindeer is like 50%, so great job surviving. Splendid. Do the reindeer stay the same in this universe? Because he just said, like, I shine up these jingle bells for 8 lucky reindeer. So do they, in the reindeer games, does it determine who gets to work that year? This is really awful. It's even worse than I thought.
No,
they have to compete in like an Olympic-style competition to find work.
And do you think that no matter what their real name is, they just get called Dasher and
I think
Dancer
so.
and so on? So those are just titles?
The North Pole economy is so messed up. I don't want to say that Santa is a narcissist, but Santa is a classic narcissist.
Donner's a pretty involved father for 1964 also.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of him. You don't know, though. He's probably, like, coming back from reindeer school, wherever he works, and is like, yeah, make me a pile of hay, Doris. What's his mom's name? Do you think that these elves have accommodations in the mansion, or
Well, yeah,
they have to, like, sleep in a snowbank?
They work in the workshop, but he lives there too. It's confusing.
This is kind of like the Amazon floor, I imagine. You gotta live there. It's not good.
Do you think they get bathroom breaks, these elves?
I don't think so.
They need to unionize.
Couldn't Herbie work in, like, HR or something? He doesn't want to make toys. No. You know why? Because Santa's workshop doesn't have HR.
Well, who's this guy? Who's the guy yelling at him?
The Taskmaster.
What other job opportunities are there up here?
They're few and far between. Think about it. You could be like a seal groomer, penguin flapper.
You gotta admit, this Misfit song is very catchy.
It is. Herbie's just going through his emo phase. We've all been there, Herbie. I've recently seen pictures from my own emo phase. Regrets.
Not only does his nose glow, but it whistles horribly every time it glows. And why does he have a glowing red nose? Was he conceived near, like, a toxic waste dump?
Probably. It's that 5G. That's what I heard.
The 5G tower just went up here.
At the North Pole. Oh, Santa's gonna inspect these kids.
He really does treat these reindeer like a commodity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which would be okay
Absolutely.
if they were normal livestock, but they all talk.
Yeah, these elves have been working on this song all year, and Santa's like, well, you better hurry up. I've got to go look at all those reindeer kids. Santa's a jerk. Yeah, all they sing about is, like, how much they love working and, like, producing commodities for Santa. And Santa's like, oh, you better hurry up. Get out of here. This was excremental.
Don't you think Hermie would have realized he shouldn't be here earlier when he was the only elf who doesn't look exactly like this?
Oh my god, he's like looking over his shoulder.
It's
Like,
this guy's-
oh my gosh, I hope Santa doesn't beat us later. Oh, Mrs. Claus is enjoying it. That's nice. Why do these puppets look so grubby?
You know, Santa's got a tough job too, though, so I understand why he's so upset.
You cannot be an apologist for this Santa.
He has a lot of pressure on him right now.
Look, now you got, like, trickle-down aggression. Santa was aggressive with Daddy Elf. What's his name? Now Daddy Elf is mad at Herbie and all the other elves.
Is it Herbie or Hermie?
Herbie, I think.
No, it's Hermie.
Hermie? What is that short for?
Nothing. It's just Hermie.
Hermalicious. I'm no longer of any commercial use. Guess I better leave. Now you're gonna get married. You're 8. This is like your worst nightmare gym class. Like, oh, you better give it a try. Time to fly like a reindeer. Your career is contingent upon your performance. Haha. Why does everyone sound like that in this Christmas special? They all have like a transatlantic accent.
That female reindeer that Rudolph has a crush on sounds like a grown woman. Hello, Rudolph.
I have a sinus infection. Hello, Clarice. Why are we like
What would he
this?
sound like with the thing on his nose saying that?
Hello, Clarice. Oh, wow. What a social outcast.
Also disproves any, like, older person who's like, bullying's just a part of growing up. This came out in 1964 and it has an anti-bullying message. I love it when they blink. It's like they've just taped on some brown paper.
Well, here's my confusion. Like, they don't blink at a regular rate. It's like they wait 5 minutes and then they blink 6 times in the span of 3 seconds. It's like someone forgot. The actress voicing Clarice has a normal voice, and then when it's time to sing, she sings like a Disney princess, and you're just like, I remember even as a kid that being startling.
Like, whoa.
Is this like the deer version of making out?
Smashing the sides of their faces together and walking strangely forward.
I can't tell who any of these dads are. How do they know who their dads are? They all look the same.
Yeah, this dad sounds and looks just like Rudolph's dad.
I'm just worried about like what he's doing to people's teeth at night. Why is Herbie's face moving like that? It's like he's got tics.
These reflections are pretty cool, though. How'd they do that?
Can he control the nose, Rudolph?
Doesn't seem to be the case. I'm sure he'll get there.
The proportions on this abominable snowman kind of confuse me. Like, is he as big as that mountain? Is the mountain just small? Ah, my fave. I love all of Yukon Cornelius's dogs. They're my favorite part. There's so many different sizes. There's like a dachshund, a collie.
Yeah, look at all, they really went through the effort to make all these funny different dogs. Every elf looks the same.
Yeah, I do wonder about that.
And yet they put in a lot of effort here.
Also, Yukon Cornelius has definitely, like, killed people and eaten them. Like, look at him.
You know what?
He's got, like, a 6-shooter in his belt.
He does what he has to survive up here, Kate. I never noticed these dogs before. I'm so glad you pointed it out. This is an anime, Kate.
I don't think this is an anime.
It's an anime.
Cornmeal and gunpowder and ham hocks and guitar strings. They have to rely on Yukon Cornelius's leg strength alone to save them. Kind of like a Ron Swanson situation.
Ooh, he does look a lot like Nick Offerman.
The live-action Rudolph remake starring Nick Offerman.
Ooh, did you ever see the live-action Year Without a Santa Claus?
No.
John Goodman is Santa. It's not good. We'll get to it in 10
dear
years,
God.
because we'll still be doing this podcast, clearly.
We will not.
If podcasts still exist in 10 years. 2029. See you guys then. If it's already 2029, just skip ahead of several hundred episodes. Look at this background. You can see the seams in it. Looks like a diorama you would have made in 2nd grade.
I made a great diorama in 2nd grade about a really large species of spider that lives in the rainforest.
Wow.
I feel like being trapped on an iceberg with Yukon Cornelius would be like a pretty trying experience.
Yeah, if they could all fit on that ice float, Jack definitely could have fit on that door with Rose in Titanic.
Ah, yes. Man's work. And we got Doris back at the house crying.
Do you think the Japanese animators just smoked a bunch of cigarettes to get this fog effect?
I don't know, Rudolph, read a map. I guess it is Hermie.
It is Hermie. Told you.
What is his first name, then?
That's his first
full
name.
Hermie?
Hermie the Elf.
Ugh.
Hermie T. Elf.
There is nothing wrong with these toys. They were clearly just on sale at Aldi.
Man, this is 2 weeks in a row we watch Christmas specials about sad toys.
Yeah, they're only slightly irregular.
Only toys are allowed to live here, but it's really hard for us as viewers to tell what's supposed to be a toy and what's supposed to be a person, because they're all little dolls in real life.
Santa cannot. Santa won't care. He's gonna be like, these are slightly imperfect. Throw them out. Melt them in the incinerator. Ha-ha! Now, Santa's busy. He's gotta go eat his Big Mac.
I want to know more about King Moonracer, though. Like, how did he become...
Moonracer sounds like a James Bond movie. Moonracer.
Is it Razor or Racer?
I can't pronounce anything right in this stupid Christmas special. I don't know. Rudolph pillaged his way across the Arctic Circle. So, Rudolph returns from months of wandering the wilderness, sees Santa, and the first thing that Santa says is, well, your father's out looking for you. I'm very worried that I won't be able to get my sleigh off the ground. Not worried about any of his workers. No, Santa might be Jeff Bezos.
The abominable snowman is choking Clarice.
It's not good.
And is ready to just eat her in one bite.
Oh, I found a spooky cave. It's me, the dentist, El Dentista. Look at Hermie's tiny little legs. They're like little pipe cleaners.
This abominable snowman is very slow-paced.
He's like a sadist, though. He's like making them all sit there and sweat it out while he contemplates who he's going to eat first.
He should have eaten them all, like, in 5 seconds.
Here's my question. Hermie has not been to dental school.
Yeah, he read it in a book.
Uh-huh. Hermie's watched like 6 YouTube videos on dentistry. He's ready to practice.
I can fix your teeth.
All my food is gray.
You mean to tell me they have to cancel Christmas because of weather, but they've never had to do that in the whole history of the holiday? 1,963 years prior to this, they never had to cancel Christmas?
Nope.
I don't buy it.
We're going to have to cancel Christmas. Oh wait, this deformed flying horse can help us. Never mind. Ah yes, Rudolph, you are commercially viable. Never mind. You're
Sorry.
going to lead the sleigh.
Forget all those other things I said about you.
Those things I said to you when you were 1 minute old? From the moment of your birth until now that I've only disparaged you? Oh, alright. Come on over.
Disregard.
Bask in my glow. It's me, the boss, Santa.
Is he wearing gloves, or does he just have weird colored hands?
I don't know.
Rudolph should be like, no.
Doris is just blindly accepting whatever Donner dishes out. How did he blow up so fat in one day? Oh my god, Mrs. Claus.
I'm very confused about all the licking of the pickaxe.
Yeah. What's the matter with this dolly?
I don't know. She sure cries a lot. Maybe that's it.
You don't like to make toys?
No.
Hermie doesn't like to make toys.
Herbie doesn't like to make toys. Herbie doesn't like to make toys.
Hermie doesn't like to make toys.
Do you mind telling me what you do want to do?
Well, sir, someday I'd like to be a dentist.
A dentist?
So here's my thought. The puppets look very soft and cuddly. I like that. I think you should give this a watch, if only to see what a big, fat jerk Santa is.
Well, he's not a fat jerk most of the time.
Oh, you're
he
right.
becomes one towards the end.
Nobody likes a skinny Santa.
He's a pretty skinny jerk for
But
90%
yeah,
of
if
it.
only to see what a big jerk Santa is. He's a real jerk. Kind
Agreed.
of the worst.
Agreed. It's really hard to imagine it without that final scene
Yeah.
where they pick up the toys.
Well, Santa doesn't have time for things that aren't economically viable.
True. And
You know?
should he?
It would be worth it to give it a watch just to check
Can
that
you
out.
see why it has been so successful?
It's got some catchy songs.
Yeah.
Puppets look soft.
I think, and there are some genuinely good writing and funny moments. Yukon Cornelius genuinely made us both laugh
Yeah,
at different times.
I did laugh at him.
There's some funny character moments, and then when Hermie asks his boss to open his mouth, and the boss is hesitantly do it. I think there's some really nicely animated and voiced and written pieces here.
There you go.
You know,
But yeah, worth your time.
pretty solid.
Yeah, if only to make fun of it.
Makes me want to go buy a microwave. There's a reason that this made everybody and their grandma rush out and make Christmas specials, and that it still is airing today.
Yep.
In 2019. So, if you want to hear any of our past episodes, including our other Christmas-centric episodes, go to our website, www.notstalgia.org, or just search for Not-Stalgia on your podcast app of choice. Spotify, Stitcher, whatever you like. Podcast Addict, that's the one I use. If you want to send us a voice message to tell us what to watch, you can do so through anchor.fm, that's their website, or you could download the Anchor app. You can also listen to us there. And when you listen on Anchor, there's this feature where you can click little clapping hands to leave applause throughout the episode. Send us an email with thoughts, concerns, feedback, suggestions of what to watch at notstalgia@aol.com, or find us on any form of social media. See you next week.